Hi all, back again. I'm going to go back to the bowl design here. And as you can see, that's a little worse for wear where the handle for the negative was, because it rusted along that ring. And it also rusted in the basket in a few places, to the point where it created a couple little holes, but it should be good enough for generation for a little while. Again, that's really weird. If you look at the bottom, you can see where it rusted. Right where that is. I'm not exactly sure what grade of stainless this is, but the rest of it seems fine. I reconstructed this with the marine goop. That's the favorite among the HHO experimenters, and we're going to give it a try. I'm wondering if the engine gasket material had some silicone in it, which might attribute this kind of black color that's on the bottom one. And the reason that I'm firing this up again is that I want to fire up the torch so I can melt the ends on the stainless wire that I've made with shrink tube insulation that you can get from Harbor Freight really cheap. A heck of a lot better than any of the other stores. And I've been to Lowe's and the area store, but that's just heat shrink tubing. And I made this by buying some cable like that and then pulling a strand off of it and then using the shrink tubing on it. Alright, the other usual suspects in this are water, but this water is kind of different. My basement flooded where I live. I have a dehumidifier. So I took the dehumidifier water and saved it, and that's a jug of the dehumidifier water. Now, I'm thinking that there's just no more distilled water than water that you pull out of the air. It might have some particulate matter from the copper piping or aluminum piping that it went through when it was being distilled out of the air, but that should be pretty clear. So we're going to be using that and a full tablespoon or teaspoon of the baking soda, because I want some kick-ass gas production for the torch, which is right there. And it's just connected to our hose, which goes to the bottle end in the 90-degree angle. And we'll have this together here shortly. Alright, here we are, kids, rock rolling and strolling. At first we have the generation vessel. Right now it's cranking at, it's a 2 amp, actually pulling in about 8. I wanted to make sure I got plenty of gas flow. So over here you can see that I've got water trapped in the line for a kind of bubbler area there. That's, I feel, fairly safe. And we've got our bubbler here. It's kicking out some output. And that's going over to our torch. Our torch right now is putting out some really good bubblage. I wish I could focus in on it. There we go. I'll try from this side. Not a bad flow. We're going to try to light this one. And we have flame. Really, really tiny. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Really tiny. You can just barely see it there. There we go. That's flame. I'll show you here with the lights off in a second. Okay, infinitesimally small. Flame. focus on it. It's just barely there, but it's there. Okay, kids, there you have it. One torch, even though you can't really see it. Now you can. It's tough to bring into focus, but there's the flame there. I was just using it on this. Stainless steel wire for the other container, which I'll be moving to an actual container here shortly. But you'll see, I still got my bubbler, and I've still got my water on the line as my secondary bubbler. And that's how we do it. Talk to you later, kids. And just to prove that I'm being somewhat safe about this, I have put in a pressure meter. That hasn't even gotten off a peg. But I can have that type of flow. With absolutely no. Well, at least it's less than 2. Alright, kids, to show you what I need to do to get something that will actually put out torch output. I'm at 55 amps. I'm at the engine boost. The amps are just maxed out. It says that the charging. I got that kind of flow, which is great for burning stuff, but that's about it. You can see the bubblers kicking butt. And then we get to the torch. The torch is able to put out enough that I can keep the tip of that nail red hot. Just an experiment. Let's see how far we can go in. That is cherry red, verging on white. I need to finish so I can save my torch. But there you go, kids. HHO torch in action. Oh, by the way, when we're doing this, we're getting a torch output flame